Hello everyone, I'm Nate and welcome to my channel. Alright, we are back at it with another Learning to Sling Begleri. This will be my fourth video on this. Doing them a little bit different where I kind of give you 2, 3, maybe a little bit more than that, different concepts. They may or may not relate to one another. So this video, we're gonna have 3 different ones as well. So if you've not seen my previous videos, if you are brand new to Begleri, I do have a start here kind of video. I'll have a link in the description if you're interested in that video. You might wanna check that out first. That has very, very basic stuff in it. Same kind of thing with this video, you know, have fun with it, learn something, build off of it, come back to a trick if you're struggling with it, right? That's totally fine. You don't need to rush things. You know, I think sometimes with skill toys in general or learning some new skill, we want to kind of run a little bit before we can walk, right? Or walk before you crawl, or whatever expression you want to use anyways. All right, so all that to say, today we're going to learn 3 different things. We're going to learn backhand, we are going to learn rolling stops, and we are going to learn slingshot, and maybe some other things we can do with those. They're not necessarily related, but they're 3 little like elements or concepts that you can do to kind of really start building your own combo. All right, sound good? All right, let's go ahead and start with, I think, the easiest one, and that's backhand. All right, let's go ahead and switch the camera angle around and I'll show you a breakdown of backhand. Oh, by the way, if you see this little mark here, that's just what happens whenever you play too much Begleri, all right? No, I'm just kidding. That's just a burn. It looks a lot worse than it really is. Anyways, don't mind it. But you probably won't see it too much with the different tricks I'll be throwing. This is what backhand looks like, or basically the concept. We'll go ahead and do it actually not do the trick, but I'll show you what happens. So really what's happening, we're gonna start with high grip here, and you're gonna go to the back, it's gonna go over the back of the hand, just like that, and it's actually gonna switch beads, and you can catch it then in a regular grip and low grip. Okay, and you can actually do backhand from any grip, but I'm going to start with high grip. This is a great element to throw into a freestyle as you're kind of just messing with it. It's a little bit muggy out here today, so mind if the cord sticks a little bit to the back of my hand there. Yeah, there you go. You also want to make sure that your cord is in the long game. That's what I've been using for all of these tricks. Short game's going to be a little bit challenging, but you'd have to just kind of pop it up a little bit more. But that's kind of the other tip here, is that as you kind of come up, you're kind of popping just a little bit. All right, so you'll see my hand come up. All right, let me go ahead and show you that in slow motion. You can also do it from mid grip, or you can even do it from low grip. So it would be going from low grip back to low grip. Just like that, okay? All right, so yeah, you can do it from any grip. All right, so the next trick we're gonna learn is rolling stops. This is a really fun repeater type trick. Again, we're gonna start with high grip, but you can actually do it from mid grip, low grip. With your index finger and your middle finger, you're gonna be kind of doing this sort of scissor motion. But you're also kind of pop it up a little bit. So this is what it looks like. All right, so you can do that as many times as you want. It could be actually a really fun challenge to kind of get as many as you can in a row. But I like to throw maybe like 1, 2, maybe 3 into a combo. I feel like if you're doing too many, it might just kind of look a little bit monotonous. But that's just me. You can also do what's called a back and forth. So once you learn this, I'm taking that pretty slow. This is a fairly new trick, so I've not smoothed this one out. But that's the idea, okay? So again, it's gonna be all about timing, because if you go too early or too late, you're gonna kind of like end up getting weird wraps, or you're gonna, you know, it's just not gonna feel right. As I've used for all of these videos, I've used these around square here, and they are a barrel shape. And I think that actually is gonna help with this, because it kind of gives you a little bit of a ledge and a little bit more of a grip. You can do this with any Begleri shape, you know, a round shape is fine too. But I feel like maybe when you're first learning, okay, it might be easier to grip there. right, there you have it. Our last and final thing that we're going to talk about today is a trick from Matt, owner of Round Square, and this is Slingshot. And so it's kind of like a spring. You're getting into the same kind of spring thing. We're going to start at a mid grip. You can actually do it from low grip as well, and wrap it around here. But we're going to actually just learn the mid grip version of this. So for a spring, you got it pinched here, and you're going to wrap it around the index finger. Okay. Now you want to kind of pull your hand back, so it kind of gives that, you know, just kind of cushions the motion of it. And then you're going to pinch it here. So what's going to happen is it's going to go around here, and then it's going to come back and catch in mid grip. So both beads now are facing in regular mid grip towards you, and you have this tension pulled with your index finger. Okay, and then you're going to let go of both of those beads. Okay, and you're going to have to give it kind of a pop, just ever so slightly. I'm going to go ahead and show you what the whole trick looks like, and then we'll go ahead and break down each part of it. Okay. There's some subtle things in here that will help you. Again, as we grab it, kind of turn your hand in a little bit, okay, and then kind of out. So as you do that, gives you a little bit extra time to kind of open up your middle finger and your ring finger. Your ring finger. that's the one. And then that's going to open it up and allow you to have enough space in there to land that second bead into mid grip. And as soon as it hits there, go ahead and pinch hard. And you're going to kind of pull on the tension here with your pointer finger. So the tension's pulling up this way. So as you release, you're releasing both beads. As you release those beads, the next part here is you're going to want to kind of like give it a little bit of pop. Just a little bit. You don't want to give it too much, otherwise, you know, you're out of control. But it gives it just a little bit of a pop. All right, so my hand just kind of just went up just ever so slightly, not even that much. Okay. So all together, it looks like this. Now, there is another variation of this that is similar, and I'm still kind of learning this trick, mastering it, but I can show you the basics of it, and that's a spiral. And so you're kind of doing the same thing as you're wrapping around this way, okay? And as you land, you don't want to grip them so that the beads are actually parallel or next to each other, right? You're actually going to grip it so it's a little bit further up. See that? So there's a little more space. So as you release, you kind of then spin this way. You're kind of twisting your finger. So you're going to take your index and middle finger and kind of twist it this way, and then you can twist it back. So that gives it the spiral motion. This is another Matt trick. So that's the idea. That's what it looks like. Musclebone has a really good breakdown of this trick as well, and I dropped them. All right, that's going to do it for now. I hope you liked that one. Again, those are 3 different elements that don't necessarily relate to one another, but I think it's really fun to kind of learn little things to kind of just add to the flow of a combo. So try them out. Go back to my other videos, learn from some of those other things, and kind of begin to combine them into what you're learning from this video and add your own flair to it. Again, take it slow, all right? There's no reason to rush anything. Take your time with it. Again, make sure that as you're doing some of these, you know, pay attention to those little micro adjustments. If it's not working for you, kind of make a mental note of what's going on, right? What do you actually need to fix, okay? All right, that's gonna do it for this time. It's starting to rain here, so I'm gonna call it now, all right? Until the next one, happy slinging, everybody. Later.